jaw underneath the right knee and turn this into more of a restorative pose. Now, like I said, we're going to point those left toes when we inhale the leg up to the sky. Hips press into the mat. We exhale, flow the leg back down. Inhale the leg back up. Squeeze the glutes. And exhale, flow it back down. Inhale and lift. This time, exhale, hug the knee into the chest. Give the body a nice little hug. Thank the body for everything. We're going to start with some gratitude. Right hand finds that left knee and we roll onto that right side, guiding the knee over, landing in a supine spinal twist. Extend the left arm and turn the head to look over the left shoulder, doing our best to keep both shoulder blades flat to the mat. But I know sometimes that's easier said than done. Just melt into your space. Allow the heart to open, stretching through shoulders, chest, upper back, and abdominals.
up. Wrists under elbows, under shoulders, knees under hips. Push the feet into the mat, activating the legs. Squeeze the glutes, the back is flat from the belly to the spine. Shoulders down, gaze neutral between the hands. Remember that while this is a relatively easy asana, it is not a place of rest. We want full activation throughout the body. Now we're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, and look up, pressing through those palms. And exhale around the spine, drop the shoulders, drop the tailbone, and look down. Move here between your cat cows at your own pace. Once again, moving with the breath, just like we did with these little lateral waves. Don't really have a proper name for them, not to Sanskrit anyway. Sometimes we just call them shenanigans. Continue to move, breath, showing that spine, just a little bit more love. One more reach. And then we meet back in that neutral tabletop, making sure we do the same amount of both cat and cow. We're going to tuck the toes, pressing them down into the mat. Shoulders back, core tight. We're going to inhale, lift the knees, hovering in our bear pose. Active through those lats. Exhale, bring the knees back down. Inhale, bear. Just barely lift the legs. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift the knees. And exhale, shift the hips up and back, extending the legs, coming up to our downward facing dog. Tailbone is up, nice and high to the sky. Wrists align with shoulders, which are away from the ears. Push the chest and thighs, shoot that tailbone up. Align feet and hips. And breathe. Now we're going to inhale that left leg up to the sky for our three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the body to plank, the knee to the chest, foot to the mat. Right knee also comes down. And we inhale, sweeping up to our low lunge to our Anjaneyasana. Open through the heart, pressing shoulder blades down. Hips are squared, we're heavy through the front heel. Exhale, left hand down, stretching into that right lat. Option to bring the left hand down onto a block. To bring the floor up to you, have a bunch of extra blocks over by the stereo if you'd like to grab one. Inhale back up. Exhale, into the hips, bring the hands down. Inhale, step to your plank. Option for feet or knees. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale up, up dog or cobra, and exhale, down dog. Tailbone is up high to the sky. And now we have that little sun salutation A variation on the other side. So we inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, body to plank, lead the chest, foot to the mat, left knee down, and we inhale, sweep up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, other side, opening through the hips. Stretching in that left quad as well. Exhale, move over to that right side, getting into left lat. Down into left oblique. Again, option to bring that hand onto a block. Inhale back up. Lift through the ground, pressing the skull up, and exhale. Float the hands down, hinging forward. Inhale to plank. Remember, again, to the knees or to bring that foot down. Exhale and lower up to chaturanga. Inhale up, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Tailbone up nice and high. Now we inhale the right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, body to plank, knee to chest, foot to the mat. Left foot flattens out as well, toes angled out, and we inhale, sweep up to warrior one, facing the back of the room, facing the back of the mat. Again, stance is most to the mat with a big bend in that knee. Chest is lifted. Belly is to that spine, and we exhale, opening up to our warrior two. Still facing the back of the mat, gazing towards that right hand. Shoulders aligned with hips. And we inhale, extend the legs, sweep those arms up. Get into our dancing warriors. Exhale, warrior two, right side. Inhale back up. Exhale, warrior two. And inhale back up. Exhale, turn to the side of the mat, inch the hips, hold forward. We come back to our little fold, back to that straddle. This time the right hand plants on the ground in front of the face, and we inhale, sweep, and feel that left arm up. Rotate through the center, stretching the left arm up. And exhale the hand down. We melt back to our straddle. And then we inhale, walking left, framing that left leg, coming back to the front of the mat. Because we face the whole mat. We're going to use it. Shoulders back. And we exhale, stepping that left leg all the way back to our three-legged dog. Inhale, plank. Again, option to bring the knee or knees down or to just lower the foot. Exhale and lower. Inhale up, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. And as you know, we have that flow one more time on each side. So let's inhale, left leg up. Exhale, body to plank, knee to the chest, foot to the mat, right foot down. Inhale, sweep up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale up, extend the leg. Exhale, warrior try to get those quads, those thighs parallel with the mat. And if you look down, no issue seeing the toes. We do not want those knees jetting over them. Now we're going to inhale, press up through the heels, coming up to a nice big back bend. Option to bring the hands to the low back for support if it's needed. Open that heart and then exhale back to your chair pose. Sink the hips back. Heavy in the heel. Inhale up, back bend. Option for hands to low back always. Exhale, chair. Good job. Inhale up once more. Nice big back bend. Really open that heart. And exhale, chair. Head up high, core tight. We're going to inhale, hands to heart center while we shift the weight into the right leg. Exhale, lift the left leg, keeping the knees super glute. We point the toes towards the back of the mat. Inhale, twisting to the right, bringing that left elbow to the right knee. Find a spot on the ground to focus on. Squeeze the glutes and press those shoulders down. We come to our pelican pose. Exhale. We lift, floating that left foot in to meet that right ankle. Shin or thigh for tree pose. Knee presses to the back of the room, opening through the hip. Shoulders away from the ears. We inhale, lift the arms, grow those branches. Head up high, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale and just melt into Uttanasana. All the way down. Nice big forward fold. Inhale, walk to plank. Exhale and lower. Inhale, up dog, cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Tailbone up nice and high. We inhale and walk the hands back to the feet once again. Exhale and fold. Taking the opportunity to heel toe those feet in together to bring those legs in. We inhale halfway, flat back. Exhale and fold back to Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Layer that tailbone. Exhale and come back down. And we inhale halfway. And we exhale back up to mountain pose. Once again, taking a moment to balance, to center through those heels. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Sink down into the heels. Squeeze the glutes. And then inhale up. Back bend. Exhale back down. Chair pose. Beautiful. Inhale back up. Back bend. Exhale, chair. And one more for now. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, chair. Inhale, hand to the heart, shifting the weight to the left leg. Exhale, pick up the right leg, keeping knees together, pointing the toes to the back of the mat. Core Inhale, walk to plank. Exhale and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale, down dog. And as you know, you gotta bring breath to movement. So inhale the hands back to the feet. Exhale and fold, bringing those legs in together if they're not already. Inhale half. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale down. Inhale halfway. Exhale up to mountain. Inhale arms up. Exhale chair. Inhale back bend. Exhale chair. Inhale back bend. Exhale chair. Inhale one more for now. Exhale chair. Inhale hands to heart, shifting the weight into right leg. Exhale lift the left, point the toes. Inhale twist to right. Exhale up to tree. Inhale throw those arms. Exhale fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale walk to plank. Exhale and lower. Inhale up dog and cobra. Exhale down dog. Inhale walk the hands to the feet. Exhale and melt. Bringing the feet together. Inhale halfway. Exhale fold. Inhale half. Exhale fold. Inhale half. Exhale up to mountain. Inhale sweep up. Exhale chair. Inhale back bend. Exhale chair. Inhale back bend. Exhale chair. Last round, inhale up. Exhale chair. Inhale hands to heart center, shifting to the left. Exhale, pick up the right. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, up to arm, tree. Inhale, grow the arm. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Sink the hips back, melt into your space, and take that moment here for yourself. Now we're going to round through that spine, coming all the way up and forward and landing on that belly. Extend the arms next to you. Bring the palms to the mat. We reach with the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Shoulder blades are down. Belly to spine, palms wide. Squeeze glutes and point those toes. We inhale and lift to locust, lifting upper and lower body, pressing hips and belly into the mat. We keep everything active and keep tight to protect through that back. We exhale and melt down into our space. Inhale, locust. We lift back up. We make that spine as long as we can. Pointing the toes, reach the hands back. Exhale, back down. Melt into your space. Last locust, we're going to inhale up. Option to bring the hands behind the back to bind. Try to lift up nice and high, really activating glutes and abdominals. And exhale, melt into your space. Make a little pull over the hands, bring the forehead down. Now we're going to bend the knees and bring those feet up to the sky. And we windshield wiper the legs, left and right. Right and left. We're going to start to release that low back. We're going to massage the abdominals and the digestive tract. We bring somatic movement to our practice once again, allowing us to release more tension, more trauma, more cortisol. legs flat and extended long towards the ground, but still rocking the hips side to side for a little extra somatic movement, a little extra back release, a little extra hip massage. And then we gently come back to stillness, back to center. Okay, bring the hands back under the shoulders, elbows into the ribs. When we
we're just gonna gently windshield wiper the legs, left and right. Right and left. We release the low back. We continue to release hips and massage abdominals as well. One more to each side. And then the next time those knees are to the right, they're going to stay there. Knees dip towards that right. We inhale the arms out to a T. And exhale, we sweep the arms up and wrap ourselves in a nice big hug with that left arm on top. And we turn the head to look over that left shoulder. Shoulders are away from the ears. And now we're going to inhale the legs and knees back up, arms back out. And exhale, we're going to switch sides. Dip the knees left and give yourself a big hug with that right arm on top. Turn that head to look over the right shoulder. Just melt into your space. We give gravity another little moment here to show that body some love. Working smarter, not harder. Inhale back to center, knees up to the sky, arms back out. Exhale to sleeping tiger, bringing legs up, arms up. Press the hips and back into the mat. Shoulders are back. Option to hold in stillness. Or to shake it all out up overhead for a